Hello, receiving students, teachers, and 6E. Thank you. You may take your seats. All right, 6E and receiving students, in our last lesson, we looked at energy in what form? Part 1. Energy in what form? Part 1. That was our last lesson's topic. Okay, here we have on the whiteboard. By now, receiving students and 6E, you should know the 6 types or the 6 forms of energy. Okay, I have a small activity for you. You can discuss in your groups. We have here 3 things. 1, solar phone. Number 2, digital camera. And number 3, washing machine. Okay, we have the 3 things here. What is it used for? In the next column, we have the question. What is it used for? And the third column, where does the energy come from? So like, number 1, solar phone. What is it used for? What is the solar phone used for? And where does the solar phone, or where does it get its energy from? Where does the solar phone get its energy from? Are we clear, receiving students and 6C? So in your groups, you will discuss among your groups and try to identify what is the solar phone used for and where does the energy come from when you're using the solar phone. Likewise, number 2, digital camera. What is it used for? What is the digital camera used for? And where does the energy come from when you are using the digital camera? And number 3, washing machine. What is it used for? And where does the energy come from? I'll give you 3 minutes to discuss, and we'll go through the answers together. Receiving students and 6E. I am not asking anyone to write. Receiving students and 6E, you will not write the answers in your access books, but you will only discuss with your friends. All right, receiving students and 6C, by now you should have completed your discussions. Okay, let's look at number one. Number one, solar phone. What is it used for? Receiving students and 6C. Fred?
Communication.
Very good. Solar phone is used for communication. Very good. Where does the energy come from? Solar phone.
Sunlight.
Sunlight. Or we can say, okay, very good, sunlight. Thank you. Okay, solar phone, it doesn't work only on the sunlight, but also it has battery in it. So we can also say batteries. Okay, very good. Let's look at number two, digital camera. What is it used for? Receiving students and 6C. Jason?
Getting photos.
Okay, very good. Getting photos. Where does the energy come from, Jason?
Battery.
Batteries, very good. And number three, we have washing machine. What is it used for? Taylor?
Washing clothes.
Washing clothes, very good. And where does the energy come from?
Electricity.
Electricity, very good. Oh, yes, power is the same as electricity. We can say power or electricity. Okay, very good. Receiving students, this is what we did in our model class. Okay, we are still looking at the same outcome, receiving students and 6C, and same strand and substrand. And our topic for today's lesson, energy in what form, part 2. All right, in this lesson, receiving students and 6C, we will list down the different forms of energy and identify the energy sources. That's what we will do for our lesson. Now we will move on straight into our main activity, receiving students and 6C. Okay, our activity title is identifying types of energy. And the instruction, fill in the table below. So receiving students and 6C, you will use your exercise books. Receiving teachers, you can tell your students, you will use your exercise books to draw the table. So do that now. Receiving students and 6E. Draw the table into your exercise books. Okay, you have 3 columns there. Column number 1, types of energy. Column number 2, what does it do? And column number 3, examples or sources. And you have one example given there. The type of energy is heat energy. That is the example.
I fear we have no time, our hearts entwined, our lives resigned to desperate measures of despair. I need to steal away to where the
Okay, I'll give you 3 minutes. 3 minutes to copy down the table into your exercise books.
and all the ashes of the Lord. Great as mighty in all we had no time, our hearts entwined, our lives resigned to desperate measures of despair. I need to steal away to where the great cannot take hold, but return us to the tranquil breeze of old.
Okay, so receiving students and 6C, by now you should complete the table into your exercise books. Okay, let's look at the example. Okay, on the screen you have one example provided on in the table given. Types of energy, like I've said, receiving students and 6C, by now you should know the different forms of energy. 6 types of energy. Number 1, heat. That's the example. The type of energy, heat. Heat energy. What does it do? Cooks food and keeps us warm. That's what the heat energy does. Examples or sources, or we can say sources of heat energy are, you have the sun, fire, our bodies, and so on. So these are some sources of heat energy, or we can say examples of heat energy. Are we all clear, receiving students and 6C? Okay, very good. The rest, from number 2 to number 6, you will identify the types of energy yourselves, and you will answer the questions. What does it do? And the examples or sources of those types of energy. Is that clear? Okay, I'll give you 6 minutes to complete that table. Okay, receiving students and 6C, let's go through the answers together. Okay, one has been given as an example. Let's look at number 2. Number 2. Types of energy. Number 2. Emmanuel, would you like to try? Thank you, Emmanuel.
Light.
Light energy. Okay, very good. What does it do, Emmanuel?
Gives us light to do things.
Again,
Gives us light to do things. Work.
gives us light. Okay, yes. Or we can say, helps us to see. Yes. Okay, very good. And some examples or sources of light energy. What are some examples or sources?
Sunlight. Sunlight.
Sunlight. Okay, very good. Sunlight. What else?
Torch. Torch.
Torch. Very good. Okay, let's move on. Number 3. Helen, thank you.
Television.
Television. Good try. I'm asking for the type of energy or forms of energy that we have looked at in our last lesson. You should know the different forms of energy. We have heat energy, light energy. What are the other 4 energies? Uvau.
Sound energy.
Sound energy. Very good. Sound energy, that's a type of energy. What does it do?
Make a CD player work.
Make a CD player
Work.
work. Good try. What does it do? Sound energy. When you play a tape and you hear sound, what does it do? What does it do? Sound energy. Huh?
Make a sound work. Make a sound work.
Make a sound
Work.
work. Or we can say, makes sound and also we hear sound. Okay? Like when you play a CD, you hear sound, huh? That's sound energy. And Uvau, what are examples or sources of energy? Sound energy. Uvau,
Electricity.
good try. Sources or examples of sound. Robert,
Talk and sing.
talk, and sing. Okay, when you sing, what do you hear? It comes in a form of sound, huh? Okay, so we can say sing our voice, huh? Tone of our voice. What else? Huh? Roland?
Speaker. Speaker.
Speaker. Speaker, okay. Okay, we'll stop there. Let's move on, number 4. Number 4, what's the other type of energy? Okay, we have number 4, electrical energy. Number 5, kinetic energy. Or, in other words, moving energy. And number 6, potential energy. Or sometimes we say stored energy. So what does electrical energy do? It makes things hot, right? For example, when you are using a jug, you use electricity. So it makes things hot. What else? What does electrical energy do? It makes what? Things cool, huh? Like for example, you have the fan there. Make things cool. So fan helps you to keep cool. Examples or sources of electrical energy. Where does electrical energy get its energy from? Huh? Yes, water. You have hydropower stations, huh? Right? What else? Generators. Okay? Generators are the source of electrical energy. So when you put the generator on, it produces power or electricity. That's the source, generator. Okay, let's move on. Number 5, kinetic. Kinetic energy, what does it do? Okay, I'll write it down. You do your corrections, receive students and 6C. Okay, write those things into your exercise books. All right, 6C and receiving students, these are the answers that you should have for the different types of energy. Okay, let's move on. Your homework, receiving students and 6C, unscramble each of the following words. So you have 5 words given there. You have to unscramble them. All this energy relates to the previous topic and today's lessons work that we have done. I'll give you only 1 minute. 1 minute to write those 5 words into your exercise book. All right, our summary for today's lesson. Energy can do the following things. You have 1, energy make things move. Energy make things hot. Energy make sound, and energy make things happen. And our key phrase for today's lesson is energy in different forms. And our next lesson topic will be on what are machines, part 1. And the materials that will be needed for next lesson, you have student workbooks, charts showing different machines, A4 paper, blackboard, pencils, and erasers. With that, thank you, receiving students, teachers, and 6C for your participation.